Hey guys, Chris with a top-down review here for, you guessed it, Logan. So, Logan is it's the final chapter of Wolverine, and I have to say it's very well done, very well directed, and probably the best acted Wolverine movie ever. I mean, it was emotional, it was action-packed, it definitely deserves its rating, and it's definitely worth watching. Hugh Jackman did really great in the movie as Logan. I mean, this is a role that I personally saw him in 17 years ago when I watched the very first X-Men, and now seeing it all come full circle today is just really amazing. And I want to definitely thank him from the bottom of my heart for making these movies and making Wolverine such a massive character, not only in the film industry, but also in just the comics in general. I mean, Wolverine will continue to be such an amazing character going forward, despite this being Hugh Jackman's last chapter. I don't think this is the last that we'll see of his character uh, of Wolverine, but definitely this is Hugh Jackman's way of saying goodbye. And I think that's something that really needs to be appreciated about this movie. The story was really good, even though it was pretty simple. I mean, the whole movie is just basically Wolverine has to protect Laura, who is this experimental girl of this company that is sort of like a breakaway company of the Weapon X program, and basically it comes out by creating all these children. One of them being X-23, the other one being this weird sort of reverse-looking Wolverine type guy, but that's really interesting in some way. But yeah, I mean, uh, Patrick Stewart did amazing, but it's an emotionally heavy movie, I have to say, but it does justice to the character. It does justice to all the new characters, and uh, it doesn't really seem more of like a an X-Men movie or even a Wolverine movie. It really seems more of like an emotional coming of age movie, because the way I see it is that X-Men you see as a kid, and you are introduced to this whole idea of superheroes and everything, and it's really great, flashing lights, everything, boom, 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 boom. And then Deadpool is sort of like the way of like pushing you into adulthood and everything. You just have this wisecracking, quick shooting guy that, says all these funny one-liners and everything, and just kind of pushing you adulthood. And then you see Logan, and then Logan kind of braces you. It's like, we're gonna make it really serious. Just like, this is the character that everyone grew up with 17 or so years ago, and maybe for the young generation a little bit later. But I think it's really for generations like me and maybe a little bit before that, who've grown up with this character and are at last ready to say goodbye. And I think the interesting thing that Logan makes, the point that it's trying to do, is that it's trying to say that, not everything lives forever. Everything eventually has an end. Logan does. Uh, everything has its day in the sun, and everything has its dawn, and everything has its day to die. And that's the point that Logan makes, and I think it's a really good point, and I think it's a really valid point, and it's a good way to end Logan's story, and it's a good way to move the franchise in different directions. And the actress who played X-23, Daphne Keane, did an amazing job in this film, and I can only imagine where her career will go past this film. I mean, even if it is continuing as X-23 or onto any other roles that she pursues, but uh, it was definitely a great closure to not even only Wolverine's character, but even to Charles Xavier's character, and maybe even that whole original X-Men series as a whole, even if it wasn't intentionally meant on doing that. But this is something that I think that a lot of people are going to definitely enjoy. A lot of people, everyone's going to get praise for, and something that is going to be remembered for a long, long time. And even if they do, recast Wolverine, reboot his character, or remake him, or even add him to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even if they do that, this will always be, I believe, Hugh Jackman's finest role. He'll always be remembered for this character and what he brought to the table with it. Even if at the beginning everyone didn't really agree with it. But I enjoyed this movie. I think it's definitely worth seeing. I kind of went into this wanting to delve a little bit more into spoilers, but I guess I won't. Because I think all of you who are watching it definitely really need to see it. But yeah. So let me know what you guys think after seeing Wolverine and after seeing Hugh Jackman's journey on this character, what you think of it. And I've got a Walking Dead video coming later in the week on Sunday. More March to War stuff, but yeah, definitely a heavy film, definitely worth seeing. Unfortunately, it is rated R, so that's the only bad thing about it. If you have any young kids that want to see it, but for, like I said, for all those fans that grew up with Wolverine and are now probably my age or this generation's age that grew up with him around that time, then it's a good finisher and it's a good story. That a story that has a point, that tells its point and tells it fabulously. So I'm Chris, and I will see you in the next video. Adios, and thank you, Hugh Jackman, for Logan and Wolverine.